In today's video, we will compare a very popular destination for higher education, which is Canada, to Japan. So Japan, obviously बहुत सारे बच्चे अभी तक पढ़ने के लिए नहीं जाते हैं इंडिया से, लेकिन कनाडा एक बहुत ही पॉपुलर डेस्टिनेशन है. So I thought in this video I should give you a comparison, head-on comparison on some parameters between Canada and Japan. So ये एक सीरीज रहेगी हमारी. We will do a few more videos on the similar topic, and for today we have picked Canada for comparison. I am Deepti Singh, your admissions counselor for Japanese universities, and today I am going to show you how Japan fares against Canada when compared on some parameters like weather comparison, housing and cost of living, and the third comparison would be safety, right? Safety and crime rates. So let's start the video. So Canada बोलते ही I'm sure आपके दिमाग में एक इमेज आई होगी which is snow all over, white landscapes. That is Canada for you. Canada has harsh winters. So Canada का जो extreme temperature है that we all know about, it can go as low as minus 20 degrees in winters in some areas, and there is heavy snowfall in many of the areas in Canada during winter season. And of course, you know, living in these harsh conditions can be very challenging for students. Now let's compare this to Japan. Japan में average temperature throughout the year remains somewhere between 12 to 17 degrees. Wow, I mean it is so pleasant. Usually Japan, because it's a seaside, right, and it's an island country, so which is why there is usually a very pleasant breeze. It's a very clean country, so the temperatures are very, very pleasant throughout the year. In winters also, it's not nearly as harsh as it is in Canada. It can dip somewhere close to minus 3 degrees. And of course, there are areas like Hokkaido, which is in the northernmost region of Japan. So it can get very cold there, but rest of the country, it enjoys a very pleasant weather. Let's look at the second criteria, which is the housing market and cost of living in Canada. ये horror stories आप students से सुनेंगे. I have a clip for you.
And that university, like if I looked it up on the Google and YouTube and on social media, it looked very nice, and I had like very high hopes about it. And I went to the Canada, like it was 6 p.m. and at that time it was trying cold. It was like minus 14 degrees Celsius over there in Victoria, and it was so cold. I was not like at all accustomed to such cold. I like fell ill immediately as soon as I went there. I had a fever for like 2 days, and I had no Wi-Fi, nothing. And I went there and they were like, oh, you can't access to the Wi-Fi because you have not yet registered to any courses. And I'm going to also tell you about the dorm, what happened, because it was like I think it was October or like November, so it was like raining, and you know there was like snowing, raining, you know, there was happening, and like the hot water system completely shut down, and
in Canada.
In Canada, like multiple dorms, the hot water system completely shut down. And not only that, in the friend that I was telling you about, who is pursuing psychology, in her dorm, actually in the basement, the water started filling in. And also at one point, she also told me like the heating systems were also down for like a day or two. After that, they put back the heating systems, but the hot water systems were not working.
So as you heard here that you know in Canada actually students के लिए जो dormitories हैं वो fixed नहीं होती. कई universities में living arrangements campus पे नहीं है, and they are not arranged by the university. और जो housing supply है, जो supply है इस तरह के dorms की जहाँ पे students रह सकते हैं, housing facilities, it's very limited in Canada, and it is causing a huge problem to all the students. So Augustina, one of the students that went to Japan through Education Japan, her entire video we will tag here, but an important clip from her video here, it just told us the kind of situation students have to face in Canada. And along with this problem, imagine जो वहाँ के rentals हैं वो कितने high हैं. In Toronto, for example, the rent can be as high as 2,000 Canadian dollars, which is about 1,20,000 rupees per month. और यही अगर हम जापान को कंपेयर करते हैं, जापान में टोक्यो विच इज़ नोन टू बी अ वेरी एक्सपेंसिव सिटी, टोक्यो के सबर्ब्स, टोक्यो के जो रीजन्स हैं उसके आसपास भी आपको 65,000 रुपीज़ पर मंथ में आपको एक डिसेंट अपार्टमेंट मिल जाता है। और अगर आप टोक्यो के अलावा किसी भी और सिटी में हैं, देन यू कैन डेफिनेटली फाइंड अ वेरी अफोर्डेबल लिविंग अरेंजमेंट फॉर योर सेल्फ। बट मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंटली, जापान में मोस्ट यूनिवर्सिटीज़ विल हैव डॉर्म्स, दे विल हैव अ डॉर्मेटरी अरेंजमेंट or some kind of arrangement for international students which will be fully furnished. So your room will have everything from AC to bed, desk, everything inside your room. And it is such a relief because as an international student you don't have to struggle for these basic necessities. These are provided for, and the cost of living, as I said, is very affordable compared to Canada. Third parameter, I'm sure all parents always worry about safety of their children. Children also, when they are away from home, definitely they want to be in a safe, secure environment and distractions nahi ho academics se. That would be the best kind of environment for your education. So Japan constantly ranks highest in safety. आप कोई भी रैंकिंग्स उठा के देखिए, इट हैज़ वन ऑफ द लोएस्ट क्राइम रेट्स इन द वर्ल्ड, इट इज़ वन ऑफ द सेफेस्ट कंट्रीज टू स्टडी। कनाडा को देख लेते हैं इस कंपैरिजन में। सो कनाडा इज जनरली सेफ, दे कैन बी पेटी थेफ्ट एंड some violent crime which is now rising with increase in number of immigrants. But one fact कि कनाडा में 2018 में कैनबिस यानी कि मैरिजुआना जो हम बोलते हैं उसको लीगलाइज कर दिया गया था, और उसकी वजह से इसका जो यूज़ है इन अमंग स्टूडेंट्स हैज़ सीन अ रैम्पेंट ग्रोथ। सो यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट पॉपुलेशन भी काफ़ी ज़्यादा दे यूज़ कैनबिस, it's legal to possess cannabis for adults in Canada. So I will just quote one survey. There is a survey from Canadian Student Tobacco and Drugs Survey. If we refer to this, according to this survey, as many as 20 to 30% of high school students, I'm not even talking about university students, 20 to 30% of high school students have tried cannabis in at least past 12 months. So this is the kind of data which is published and it is available for your reference. So these are very important parameters when you are choosing a country to study, for parents as well as for students. In our next video, we will talk more about such factors comparing Canada to Japan again, but on different parameters. So if you like this video, if you like this content, and if you think it was helpful to you, please share the video, also like and subscribe.